Hi, I'm Karin. I shouldn't even have been there. I live in a little apartment on Finney Ridge, and the washing machine in our building had broken, and I needed to go to the laundromat. Now, the closest laundromat was a mile walk or a 3-bus ride, and I chose to walk. So I packed up all my dirty laundry and sheets into my suitcase, and off I went. It was a beautiful morning. It was sunny out, not too hot yet. I'm in the most walkable neighborhoods in the city, Finney Ridge and Ballard. Nice houses, flowers everywhere, towering trees. But I gotta say that my mind was not really on the task. I was thinking about my old company and the things that happened before I left. I had completely disassociated. One moment I was lost in my head, and the next, my face hit the pavement. I went down hard. I didn't even remember tripping. As I lay there, I took stock of what I'd done to myself. Was I hurt? Did I break anything? I tried to stand up, but I couldn't. A couple houses down, there was a man blowing leaves. And he stopped his leaf blower and looked at me. And then he started the leaf blower again. And then he stopped his leaf blower and looked at me. And he started the leaf blower again. Finally, he just went in the house. And he came back out and looked at me again. I get it, all right? This is Seattle. A lot of people are falling down to get sympathy, to ask for money. It's hard to know what to do. Was I actually hurt? Was I manipulating him? Add in the violence of the city? It's hard to know what to do. I get it. But there I was on a low traffic street, face down in my own blood, looking at leaf blower guy who was trying very hard to ignore me. A pickup truck pulled up eventually, and 2 guys came out, and they got me up, cleaned me up a little bit, and handed me a wad of tissue. I thought to myself, if I could just get to the laundromat, I could get cleaned up and do my laundry. I'm a little hard-headed. So that's what I decided to do, and I started moving. As I walked by leaf blower guy, he smiled in my bleeding face and he said, "Have a nice day." And I get that too. I mean, think about it. All the manipulations, the fake falls, the scams, the judgments, the polarizations, just the sheer insanity of the world as it is today. It can get to us. We get angry. I was angry. Leaf blower guy was just taking his anger out on me. I get it. The clerk didn't want me in the restroom at first. But after me wandering around the laundromat, bleeding all over the floor, she finally let me in. She made me leave my suitcase on the outside. And I get it. I left the door open so she could see what I was doing in there. I cleaned up as best I could. I could move my jaw. I had a split lip and scrapes on my elbow, pain on my chest, under there, just scrapes and blood everywhere. My jaw hurt. I did my laundry, scaring all the other patrons. Did I mention I'm hard-headed? The clerk kept coming to me to ask if I needed to go to the ER. She promised to hold my suitcase for me if I needed to go. I told her, I'm okay. I'm fine. Finished my laundry, called a Lyft, put on a mask so I wouldn't scare the driver, and I went home. I was sitting on the love seat with the ice pack on my face. I was telling myself, I'm okay. I didn't do much damage to myself. I'll heal. Did I mention I'm hard-headed? But my jaw started hurting even more, and the other side of my face started blowing up, and I got scared. So I called the teledoctor and sent her a picture, and she said, go to the ER. So I packed a bag, just in case. And then I called Lyft again. They cleaned up my lip, told me I didn't need a stitch. They took a CT scan of my head. My jaw was not broken, thank goodness. And then they asked me if I wanted a painkiller, and they watched closely. And I get it. There are people out there who will hurt themselves in order to get drugs. I get it. And then they asked me, do you feel safe at home? And I get that too. A lot of people don't feel safe at home. They don't know what to do about it. I looked like an abuse victim. I get it. I told them, yes, I feel safe at home. I live alone. But I felt humiliated. I heal fast. And the next day I felt better, and I felt even better the day after that. My face was a mess and was really scary, but it was healing. I had to blend my food to eat it, but my jaw was healing. The pains on my chest and under my arm, they took longer. And I think I fractured something you can't get a cast on. The people I know, the people I meet, it was days before anyone asked me about my black and blue face and the cuts on my face. And I get it. Life is hard. Opening ourselves up to another person's pain is just one more stressor on an already stressed life. And if we can't do anything, why even bring it up? Maybe we should just pretend that we don't see each other. Maybe that's best. I get it. I don't really get it. Not really. I think of leaf blower guy, and I can get, being concerned and helpless and not knowing what to do. But when he looked at my bloody face and told me to have a nice day, that was out of line. And I realized that no matter how messed up this world is, I don't want to be that guy. I feel like I lived an entire lifetime in a day. And as I remember being on the ground in my blood, looking at leaf blower guy, I realized I don't know how to live in this world, but I keep trying. Thank you.